Jesus explains Babylon's judgment. Narrated by Daniel. As I have explained, Mystery Babylon is a mystery because it is many things: a city, a nation, a kingdom, and a spirit known as the Whore of Babylon. Now, allow me to further explain the mystery surrounding the Whore of Babylon, and more about the beast upon which she sits. The Whore of Babylon is the spirit that controls the heads of the beast upon which she sits. The beast represents those kingdoms that have existed down through the ages and that shall continue to exist through to the end of time. The kingdoms most directly connected to God's people and to end-time prophecy. These kingdoms are represented in various ways throughout prophecy. They are represented as precious metals and as beasts in the prophecies of Daniel, and as beasts and as mountains in Revelation. This is part of the mystery of prophecy, but mystery which is not past understanding. The Whore of Babylon is the woman that sits upon the beast and has always, throughout the course of those kingdoms, influenced the heads of the beast with her controlling ways. She is the seductive spirit who lures the kings of the earth, the kings of nations, the kings of commerce, and the kings of religion, to drink of the cup of her abominations and filthiness, whereby she pours out the wrath of fornication upon the innocent, through wars, through famines, through plagues, through oppression, and through persecutions. She is the Mother of Harlots, who fills her cup with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus Christ, and all that was slain upon the earth. And the blood of the poor innocent infants has been found in her skirts. By the spirit of compromise for gain, power, and popularity, she causes the kings of the earth to commit spiritual fornication with her, and the inhabitants of the earth to become drunk on the wine of excess. That spirit manifests itself in the forms of self-might, self-importance, self-interest, and self-righteousness. Those selfish motives always lead to a turning away from godly standards, which in turn leads to a display of gradual decadence. The epitome of her today is that great city, Babylon, who sits upon the nations of the world, and who floods the shores of many nations with the filth of her thoughts and murders. Today, that spirit emanates from the most powerful nation on earth. Today, that nation is portrayed as a house set upon a hill, and from where she could shine God's light to the world, with godly liberty for all. However, that nation has become a growing distaste to God, despite the struggles of some to uphold the standard of greatness that she once possessed. Sadly, her cancer eats inwardly toward her ultimate death. Yes, there are many who have done mighty works for righteousness' sake, and for which there shall be a godly reward. But that city and nation has been found wanting in the sight of God. To her demise, she has strongly and wrongly influenced the world to follow her pernicious ways, to the point where God shall have to one day judge her. Therefore, in the end, she must be judged according to the righteousness of God, for God is righteous in his judgment of her. In the latter time, when the transgressors have come to the full, a man of dark understanding shall arise and be revealed in his time, the Antichrist. Then, in the very last days, the Antichrist shall make his move toward Jerusalem to cause the daily sacrifice to cease, so that he can sit in the temple of God as God. To accomplish that goal, the Antichrist shall need to deal with Israel's greatest ally in a swift and permanent manner. At that time, the 10 kings who shall rule with the Antichrist shall hate the whore, for God has put it in their hearts to hate the whore, and to give their power to the Antichrist, until the words of God shall be fulfilled, to utterly burn her with fire in 1 hour, as God's judgment of that great city, Babylon. As I have explained, Babylon shall fall during the early days of the Great Tribulation, as it is written, and according to the understanding of my word. In the time of the end, at the very end, only one nation on earth shall fulfill all the criteria of Revelation 18. Coming next, Jesus explains the first 4 seals and more. So be sure to subscribe, like, and share this channel. Thank you, and God bless.